Welcome to the Fish and Corn Show, and it is November 15th, and it's about early afternoon. Well,
It's
no,
like 1 o'clock.
it's 1 o'clock, and welcome to the show that never changes. It's always consistent. You know, we've been using the same
It
camera.
never changes.
Well, we changed sets,
We've changed formats quite a
and
bit.
that's right. We're more introspective.
We're not exactly between two ferns anymore. Huh.
Did you ever remember that? I think we've talked about it. The Phil Donahue show.
Oh, I love the Phil Donahue show, dude.
That
I used to
was-
watch that shit all the time when I was a little kid.
Did you ever? Were you into Geraldo? In his
Yeah, I'd
antics?
watch all those stupid shows. I used to watch Sally Jesse Raphael. I used to watch, what was that fat chick?
Ricky Lake?
Yeah, I used to watch her show. I loved all
Did
those
you ever
stupid
watch,
shows. Maury Povich. I used to watch...
Do you remember the
Jerry Springer? All that crap.
Did you remember the early Stern show when it was like with Robin? I'm talking the shit that looked totally cheap.
I love that shit.
I
That
know,
was fun.
yeah, yeah, it was our friend, the guy with anger management,
Yeah.
who introduced me
To that crap.
to that crap.
Yeah.
Late night. He's the one he's responsible for introducing me to Stern.
Mm.
And who was out there? There was also that smoking guy, Robert Down or
Oh,
Morton
Downey Jr.
Jr.
He would always yell at the camera.
with
He
those
was all-
dentures. He had fake teeth, right?
Yeah, they had to be. I don't know. Man.
Yeah, he had fake total teeth.
That guy was, oof, that guy was total creepy.
Yeah, you know, just it'd be totally nowadays with that whole Weinstein.
Weenie Waggers.
Yeah, it's Let me ask you a question. Just because I guess you said it's wanted, the Robert Dawson thing.
The what?
You know, the Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson.
You know,
It's still creepy, dude.
because he was hitting on these girls backstage. Okay, I like how he'd come up there and kiss someone. Though, fucking, was that the '70s, Corn?
I don't know.
Was that the
dude.
'70s? Was that
I
like?
think that's just pervy people, man. Because I was alive in the '70s, and I don't remember those kind of shenanigans going down around me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
I was a
breakfast
little
before.
kid then, so
Yeah, breakfast before breakfast. Remember, he discovered a picture of his parents in the nude, like swinging party,
uh-huh.
and that totally it would have scared me.
Yeah, that would have freaked me out too.
But it's the '70s were a time sexually, I think.
I guess I don't know, man.
I wonder if that.
I don't know. You know what though? I was telling my wife, the ladies are playing this fucking weenie wagging thing the wrong way. Because you know what? If I were in their shoes, I wouldn't hide it. I wouldn't keep it a secret. It's like, if somebody shows me their private parts, I'm never going to be able to take them seriously there on out. Every time I see them, I'm going to see weenie wagging. So
But
I would make it a point that every time I see them in public, hey, what's up, weenie wagger?
Well, I think they just want to keep that stuff private.
Why?
I don't know. Now
I
they're
mean,
coming out.
You know, it's not like you did it. It's you got it done to you, right? So there's no shame on you. There's shame on the other person.
Who's fessing up is that Louis C.K.
I think he's just covering his ass, man.
Do you think any of these people make a comeback?
I think in an infinite universe, all things are possible. I think if Mel Gibson can come back from his, misogynistic, anti-Semitic rants, I think all these weenie wagging pederasts will eventually weasel their way back into the business. Because at the end of the day, what matters is, do they have a product people want to see? Do they have a product
make
people
money?
want to hear? Yeah. And you can always write for television or for movies under an assumed name.
No, that's
if your
true.
product is good, they'll buy it, they'll distribute it. It's got nothing to do with ego. It's got everything to do with making money. Because at the end of the day, all of these people know that they're all fucking evil and fucked up. But they still put up with it. Why? Because it was a river of money, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, it's always about the money.
Yeah.
Show me the money.
You wanna do something about fucking sexual harassment? Take it up for people who work minimum wage jobs. take it up for interns who are doing work for nothing and getting harassed by dirty old men.
Yeah.
They're the ones that need protection. I don't give a fuck if some, actress who's getting paid $10,000 a day to walk around and pretend to be somebody else for 10 minutes at a time.
I think they just don't want what comes with, I guess they were saying that it's always this long going Hollywood secret.
No, they're all creeps.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is if you're going to go after somebody for creepy behavior, go after the guy that's harassing your daughter at the fucking 7-Eleven. Go after the guy that's, because they're the ones that really count. How many girls are going to get harassed by Harvey Weinstein?
No, not that many.
Okay.
This is co-workers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just hammer down on the people that you can hammer down on directly. And by that, I mean, fucking put it out there in the open. I mean, if somebody was weenie wagging at me, I would make it a point to point it out to everybody in the room every time I saw him. This guy has a thing for wagging his weenie. And I would work it into every conversation.
I think that's what happened to that guy with American Apparel. Remember that kind of dirty Jewish guy who had that empire?
Yeah.
With the young hipsters.
Yeah.
He was a weenie wagger.
Well, that's the point. I mean, if that's the kind of shit that
but
they
he
engage
fessed
in,
up to it. He was always about it.
Well, that's fine. And if he can find his niche in the world, more power to him. But I mean, people shouldn't hide this shit.
He didn't.
No. What I'm talking about the victims. The victims shouldn't hide this shit. The victims should, the minute something like that happens, shout it from the top of the fucking rooftops.
You know what I'm getting at? Wondering, Corn, this thought. Now that we bring that guy who had the empire of the American Apparel, the Weinstein people, they're pretending they're all scared. He was a evil person. In
Bullshit.
Sense,
they were all sucking at the same tip.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because the people
they played along because there was a river of money behind that asshole.
And American Apparel, he had some power, he had some money, and people that said, "Oh, he's a creep. He hit on me," but they handled it.
But they're still there.
Yeah. Or I slept with him, but he's a creep.
Yeah, but they're still there.
And he says, "Hey, I'm a creep," and then he gets interviewed. There's condoms on his desk and shit. So this is it's how you guys it, I guess, because he's guilty of the same thing, but it's
out there.
It's out there, and he's not getting busted for it.
Well, I don't know.
Fessed to it.
The company's dead, right?
Yeah, but he didn't get he sort of starting again, and people, it's like him against them, and we really believe him. Some people,
so he's
this Weinstein is he's a total skis bucket.
He's like Roy Moore for the hipster set. Is that what you're saying? That he has his adherents?
Yeah,
but just I'm not going to give up on him.
There's people like that, yeah. That because he had the clothing empire.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean the easiest.
He's coming back too. You're right. There's a comeback.
The easiest way to settle it is just fucking put it out there in the open, and if people still value them, then they'll value them, and if people don't value them, then you've done your job. And if you want justice, well then, get it yourself.
I was watching this thing on CNN. It was about this, I guess, first sort of reality, first celebrity chef in that whole I'm fabulous kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It was on CNN called The Last Magnificent on Jeremiah Tower or something like that. I don't know who he was until, but all these other famous chefs that I do know talked about him.
You know the only famous chef I know?
Who?
Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee. Actually, that was a real chef, but more on that.
I know, but still.
But, what I was going to say about this guy, it wasn't about his cooking.
Can I ask a
yeah, what's
question?
up?
What's the difference between a chef and a cook?
Well, the chef, he usually gets the recipe. And then these cooks just kind of throw it in a pot in those amounts. Because I'm actually looking for a cook, you know what I mean? Because there's this transition. I'm actually trying to look for people that could actually be all-in-one kind of thing. So I could give me a little bit...
Stop doing the work?
To stop doing the work.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But yeah, the better the cook, the better...
So...
Because it's like Breaking Bad.
A chef is a cook that...
Like Walter White.
No longer wants to do the grunt work.
He's doing some grunt work. He does go to the kitchen and he is working. in most kitchens. But someone like Wolfgang Puck, no, yeah, he has executive chefs that are pulling his stunt.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like...
Sounds like a bullshit title, man.
But usually in that case, though, Corn, they've risen their ranks. So these people, they're dishwashers, and they wrote this dirty road. They're waiters as a kid in the family kitchen.
I'm sure, but still, it's all bullshit. It's just a title.
Yeah.
You're
But
flipping burgers.
Someone needs to do it. I guess
Yes.
chef is just a hoity-toity name.
It's a hoity-toity name for flipping burgers.
And, in the...
Not that there's anything wrong with flipping burgers.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I think it's honest work and you feed people, so nothing wrong with that.
But, it's just who's in the captain of the ship, so, but he's not really steering it.
Yeah, yeah, I got a theory about the captain of the ship. We were at this restaurant a while back, the four of us, and our order was pretty simple. It took almost 2 hours to get our order.
Where were you at where you stayed that long?
Well, we usually hang out for 3 or 4 hours anyways.
Where at?
It's the place there on 3rd Avenue. It's been there forever.
Oh, the Bellas.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
Their food's horrible. My mom and dad just went.
Yes, the food's terrible. I still love the place, though.
That's what I said, too. I would hate for it to close down.
That's why I go there. I mean, look, the pizza is but I go there because I've been going there since I was in high school.
It's been there forever.
And it's a place that has a lot of memories for me. So I don't mind if the food's meh. So long as it's not terrible, I can tolerate it.
Hey, dude, it could go down to terrible, bro.
Here's the thing.
It could go down to terrible there.
So the other day, it took us almost 2 hours to get the food. But I found out why.
Why?
One of their friggin', what do you call it, inside people, their line cook. This is like, fuck it, I'm out of here.
Oh,
middle of the shift, right?
Well, yeah, I can understand that because our anger management friend, the construction guy, I've known like 2 people personally that have worked there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this guy just, fuck it, I'm out of here, right?
Me and your corn woman, your wife, went to school with one of the cooks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then there was this other guy who was like a line cook that homie knew both because, we all went to school together.
So, yeah, and just watching that little guy on the...
Oh, shit, Corn. Let's come back real quick. They're 12:45.